This is today's harvest from the garden, 15 ears of corn. This is today's harvest from the garden. I got 16 ears of corn. This is today's harvest from the garden. This is probably would have filled my small silver bowl. There's a 30-quart bowl, so it looks empty, but it's quite full. I think that's at least 5 quarts if I can it. And this is the corn. Let's see, got 4, 8, 10, 12, 15 ears of corn from the garden today. Today was a busy canning day. Got 3 quarts of chuck roast canned, 1.5 pint jar of chuck roast, 6 jars of chicken. I got 9.5 pint jars of chicken broth and 3 pint jars of chicken broth. And then this is 7 quarts of chicken legs. That's boneless, skinless, and I deboned and deskinned myself. I'm trying an experiment with the Classico spaghetti sauce jars and seeing if they will can. If not, it's just broth, and if not, I can reprocess, but in regular jars. But I just wanted to give it a shot because, you know, there's a jar shortage, and I did my broth with Tattlers, just give me a little more practice on the reusable canning lids as well. I'm still not confident enough in them to use them for meat, but I'm trying to get there and get that learning curve learned. This is today's harvest from the garden. I got about 6 or 7 broccoli. I got 1 green bell pepper, half a dozen orange bell peppers, a dozen Trident, 6 Serrano, those are the bright red ones, and then 7 of the Anaheim chilies. So the Serrano I'm going to dry and powder and use it like cayenne, and then the Trident I'm going to dry and powder, and they are a poblano, and dried poblano is actually ancho powder, so I'm making my own ancho powder too. Just eat the bell peppers. This is today's harvest from the garden. Alright, this is what's gotten canned the last 2 days. 12 12-ounce jars of Yukon Gold potatoes. You've got 10 quarts and 2 pints of chuck roast, and I used Tattlers on 2 of them, and they sealed just fine. I think I've finally gotten over that learning curve with the Tattlers, because the last 3 runs of Tattlers I haven't had any failures. I was really happy that this worked on the meat, because I'm always scared on expensive things. And then 10 pints of tomatoes, and none of them siphoned, so I'm really happy about that. Alright, we harvested 2 more rows of potatoes from the garden. There were a few reds that we missed from last time, but these are all gold potatoes. And we got some really nice sizable ones too. 22.6 pounds. Wow, that beats the last harvest by a lot. Well, I won't have to purchase green beans for a year. I met that canning goal from what I grew in my own garden.